Hi, I'm Christy Jordan with SouthernPlate.com, and I want to thank you so much for looking into my book and for considering carrying it in your wonderful stores. I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I thought I'd take a few minutes just to tell you a little bit about who I am and how this book came about so you'll understand kind of the heart of it a little more. I come from a very long line of Southerners. My people were the first settlers in the Tennessee Valley, and we actually lived in Alabama before Alabama was even a state, so I reckon I'm about as Alabamian as you can possibly get. The great thing about my people, that's what we call them in the South, my people, all of my grandparents and all my ancestors, they were very, very poor people. And I say that with a smile on my face because I think of how incredibly wealthy they were and what a wonderful legacy of wealth they left me. See, my great-grandmother was a sharecropper, and I knew her. I was very close to her. She passed away when I was in my late teens. And she always had the most wonderful attitude about life. It's that attitude that she passed down to my grandmother and my mother and to me. Every day she'd wake up and a full day of back-breaking work ahead of her in the fields, in the sunshine. She had 4 kids to feed, and she didn't know where the food was going to come from or the money. But every day her attitude was, aren't we wonderful that we're all here and we're all healthy and I have this great family and we have a roof over our heads and we can put food on the table. You know, it might not be fancy, but we can have food on the table and we can have food in our bellies and, surrounded by the ones we love. And that was the attitude that has been ingrained in me all of my life, is being grateful for what you have and the ability to realize the wealth of what you have around you. And that's what's wonderful about these recipes, is that Southern food in its natural and most simple form is inexpensive and it's easy. And nowadays that's what people want, and we're going back to the old recipes, because I feel like the way Granny made it was just right. It doesn't need dressing up. I don't need to add any fancy new ingredients to make people like it, because at the end of the day, people want to go home and they want to have what they grew up on. And they want that food prepared with love, and they want those creamy milk gravies just like Granny made, and they want the chicken and dumplings, and they want the homemade cobbler. And I think it just fits in perfectly with the movement we're having now of all things food, but they want it quick, simple, and easy. Thank you so much for taking this time to let me talk with you today. I hope I get to meet you soon. I really want to. I'm kind of stuck behind a computer all day, and I don't get to meet my Southern Plate family as much as I would like to. If I see you, please give me a holler. Let me know who you are so I can give you a hug. And thank you for listening to my rambling. And if there's ever anything I can do for in the future, y'all just give me a holler too. Until then, if you end up needing some banana pudding and you're in the Alabama area, look me up. Thank you. Bye-bye.